What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mark Bell's Super Training channel. My name is Sal Di Stefano from the Mind Pump Podcast. Today, I'm going to show you a great abdominal muscle developer. Now, this is for those of you that want your abs to pop out. So, a lot of people train their core for stability, for function. That's all great. But if you're somebody that's looking for aesthetics, which, let's be honest, that's most of us, then what you want to do is you want to develop the muscles of the abs so that they are more visible at higher body fat percentages. Now you're noticing that I'm sitting on a physio ball. I know that you often don't see these in hardcore strength training gyms, and that's fine, but there are some great applications, in particular for ab training. A physio ball allows for a really full range of motion when you train the abs. And remember, the abs bring the pelvis and the rib cage closer together in kind of that lumbar flexion position, but they also extend into extension. When you're flat on the floor, you don't get that full extension, but when you wrap around a physio ball, you get this really great full range of motion. Now, in order to develop muscles, of course, you need to use a sufficient amount of resistance. So you might be looking at me saying, are you gonna have enough resistance on that bouncy ball right there? Yes, I will, for two reasons. One, my technique and form are gonna be really, really good. And two, I'm going to show you how to lengthen the lever to increase the resistance of the exercise so you don't have to grab a dumbbell or a weight. So let's get into position. So I'll go sideways here so you can see what I'm doing. So what you want to do first is you want to kind of roll down so that your lower back is on the top of the ball. Now what you want to do, this is real important, is you want to push your hips up and squeeze your glutes. The reason why you want to squeeze your glutes is it helps deactivate the hip flexors through something called reciprocal inhibition. This prevents my hip flexors from doing a lot of the work. Sometimes you'll see people do crunches on the ball like this, which I can do 500,000 reps. By the way, when you do these properly, you'll be doing 15 to 20 max. They're really, really tough. So get in this position, push the hips up, squeeze the glutes. That locks everything into position. And then what you want to do is you want to allow your low back to roll or round over the ball. This is full extension. When I do my crunch, I come up and squeeze over the ball. Now, if my hands are down here, this is a very short lever. It's much easier. If I bring my hands up here, the lever gets longer, more challenging. If I want to make it real hard, and this is where the real resistance is, extend your arms overhead, keeping them locked into position, wrap around the ball, squeeze over the ball. This long lever right here, believe it or not, provides a tremendous amount of resistance for the abs. And again, if you do this right, you shouldn't be able to do very many, but you will develop tremendous ab muscles. All right, so there you have it, another great ab developing exercise. Look, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments below this video. Also, if you want to find more information from me, come find me on the Mind Pump Podcast. You can find us on any podcast platform.